Hello friends. Now in last lecture we have discussed about the six principles of learning. So last principle that we have discussed about learning is affected by physical and social environment. Now the next principle that we have to discuss about the learning, that is learning abilities varies widely among the individuals. That means abilities or capacities are varied among the individuals regarding learning a particular topic. Okay. So there needs to be a balance between level of understanding of farmers and level of communication. That means we need to make a or we need to continue our communication in such way that it is easily understandable by the farmer. Basically, farmers are not able to understand the, if you are going to deliver the information in a English language, then it is difficult for the farmers. So we need to speak in a local language so that they will easily able to understand. So that means we need to go to the level, at that level of speaking which will be easily understandable by the farmers. The subject should be within the capacity of farmers' ability to learn. Whatever the topic we are going to discuss, whatever the information we are going to deliver to the farmer, that information must be within the capacity of farmer's ability. That means farmer must able to or farmer must have that much capacity, ability to understand that information. For example, if we are going to teach the farmer how to draw the tractor, it is okay. How to use the implements, tractor drawn implements, it is okay. But if we are going to teach the farmer the machineries like 4 stroke, 2 strokes, petrol engine, diesel engine, then it will be difficult for the farmer. Extension program should be organized by taking individual variation into account. So whatever the individual variations are there, individual variation of the learners, of the farmers. For example, some are able to understand easily. Some have ability to understand the language, English language. Some have ability to grasp particular thing easily, but some have different kind of ability. Some are believe on a results. Some are just going to believe on hearing. So likewise, the different abilities are there, and we need to understand that abilities which are present among the individuals, and accordingly we need to carry on the activities for the farmers. Learning requires several exposures. Now, learning requires several exposures. That means the learner should be exposed to different ways of learning. Means what? Try to understand. In extension education, it is expected that rural people should use the improved practices in their field, home, and village. That means what is the ultimate aim of extension? That means rural people or farmers should adopt the improved practice in their farm, home, and village. They must have adopted, they must have used the improved practice or techniques. The education should be result into the action by the people. Education should result into action. That means whatever the educations we are going to be carried out, that should be resulted into the action. Action, that means they must have used that particular practice. If suppose a particular technique you are going to teach to the farmer, that technique must be adopted by the farmer. That is the education should be result into the action. New ideas has to be vividly presented through different media in order to make learning fruitful. New ideas, new concepts, new technique, new practice has to be vividly presented. Has to be vividly presented means we have to present that idea, we have to give the information of that idea to the farmer in such a way that they can imagine it, they can easily understand it, they can easily operate it, they can easily get all the information about that practice. So vividly presented, how? Through different media. Now through different media, for example, we have to use the posters, charts, video clips, audio clips, specimens, models. So that are the different media. So that learning will become fruitful. Fruitful means they are able to adopt the practice. If extension worker intended to introduce innovation, try to understand this. If extension worker intended, that means if his target is to introduce innovation, that means new practice. If he want to introduce new practice in the society, then he tells about it to local leader and progressive farmer. First step what we have to take, several exposures. We have to take the help of local leader and progressive farmers. to introduce new practice. That means, first of all, we have to take the trial of that new practice on the farms of these local leader and progressive farmers. Depending upon nature of innovation, demonstration should be conducted. That means we have to conduct the demonstration regarding that particular practice. Nature basically there are two types of demonstration. One is method demonstration, result demonstration. Now, if you want to show the farmer how to do the practice, for example, seed treatment, that is method demonstration. But if you want to show the result of the practice, for example, comparison between two varieties, comparison between two practices. If you want to show the results, then we need to take result demonstration. So accordingly, we need to conduct the demonstration on the farm of these local leader progressive farmers of the village. For convincing innovation, it is presented at least 6 to 8 times through different media. That is most important. Research say that for introducing, convincing means for introducing or for making farmer to adopt the innovation, it has to be presented at least 6 to 8 times through different media. We need to present it at least 6 to 8 times to the farmer, to the learner, 6 to 8 times through different media. Now, for example, in a market, suppose a new product is introduced in the market. For example, what we can say, take an example of new toothpaste, for example. So that toothpaste, advertisement of toothpaste is going to be presented to the people 6 to 8 times through different media. For example, on newspaper we go through the advertise. On television there is advertise. In magazine there is advertise. We are going to see the posters, hoardings. We are sometimes we get samples. So that likewise 6 to 8 times it is going to be presented to the farmers, to the community. And then community is trying to think to purchase that particular product. So that is nothing but the several exposure. If you want to introduce new practice, we need to conduct demonstration on the farm of the progressive farmers. We need to organize the visits of farmers to that particular plot. We need to show to the farmer. We need to tell the farmer that information. We need to organize the exhibition. We need to organize the visits to the farmers, to different areas. After that, the farmer will decide or will try to adopt that particular new practice. The next principle, adult have learning capacity. Basically, all adult education program based on the assumption that adult have capacity to learn. Basically, adult people have capacity for mostly having age above 35, you can say. They have ability to learn a particular information. But let us see the principle. Learning capacity of an individual start from age of 6 and increases to the level of age 20, and it is going to be off up to 50. That means learning capacity of individual is start from the age of 6. So in our first standard, the age is 6 of an individual. Then it goes to increase to the 20, age of 20. So you are getting graduation at age of 21, 22. And it is going to be level of at 50. So after age 50, our learning capacity is going to be stopped. Okay. The rate of learning capacity declines 1% per year after 35 age. After 35 age, the learning capacity is going to be declined. It is going to be decline 1% per year. Okay. So main reason in decline in ability, eyesight, hearing capacity and low external motivation. So the main reason in decline in learning capacity is due to the decline in ability of eyesight, where eyesight is going to be decreasing, hearing capacity is going to be decreasing, and low in external motivation. म्हणजे हालचाल कमी होत. By that way, these are the reason because of which our learning capacity is going to be decline 1% after age 35. Extension worker should arrange the use of equipment so that all can see clearly. So what we have to do if decline in capacity of all that particular things? So what extension worker is need to do for adult person, that is for farmers? He should arrange the equipment so that all can see clearly. If you are going to use the blackboard, LCD projector, if you are going to show the how to conduct a particular practice demonstration, if you are going to conduct, we need to arrange all that things in such a way that all can able to see it. He should speak clearly, proceed step by step, and repeat the new idea. He should speak clearly, not hurriedly. Clear pronunciation should be there. He should proceed step by step. One by one, he has to do the practice, one step by one step, and he should repeat the new practice several times in his lecture. And he must avoid the punishment because it is not possible for the adult people. So these things we need to follow, extension worker need to follow for adjusting with the learning capacity of the adult person. Then it can be possible. The next principle, learning is active process on the part of learner. It is most important part. That active process on the part of learner. That means learner has to come forward to learn a particular practice. Unless and until he come forward, he is unable to learn that particular practice. So extension worker should create atmosphere for learning, but farmer has to learn by himself. That means extension worker, teacher can create atmosphere. He can arrange the class, he can arrange the information, collect the data. Everything can be done by the extension worker or teacher. But learner or farmer has to come forward and learn by himself. Learning new skill, farmer must practice them. Unless and until a student or farmer will practice that new practice, perform that new practice, they are unable to understand that information. That means he has to come forward and practice it. He must relate the fact to understand them. Whatever information we are going to be study right now, we must able to relate that information with our previous information. By that way, we are able to understand that information. That means try to give the meaning to that particular information. He must create new attitude. He must create new attitude which must change the present attitude. We need to make a individual positive one. We need to change the attitude of the individuals. Unless and until we change the attitude, the individuals are unable to adopt that particular practice. If you want to make a people to adopt practice, if you want to make changes in a community, first of all, we need to change their attitude. Once we are able to change the attitude of the individuals, then they are going to adopt that particular practice. So first of all, we need to create a new attitude and try to change their present attitude. All learners are not able to learn at the same time and same rate. So accordingly, we need to adjust our lectures. So that is the part of a teacher which he need to do for helping the learner to take part in a learning process. That is, he need to do basically, that is, he try to adjust his lecture according to the learning time and learning rate of the learner. Learning requires effective communication. Without communication, learning cannot be possible. Communication is necessary for effective extension education. Extension education, that means transferring information, we need to do the communication. Communication, without communication, it is not possible to make the farmer to adopt the practice. In communication, mostly we are going to use the word. With word, we are trying to give information to people, farmer. But the communication can be more effective if we use visuals and symbols. If we are going to use the photographs, symbols, specimens, models, video clip, audio clip, then it will become more effective instead of using only words for communication. But whatever the symbols, models, specimens we are going to use, that should be related to the subject, related to the topic. And the last principle of the learning is theory and practical should be related in a learning. The theory explains why and how a particular idea is. That is a basic thing of the practice. It is going to be explained by theory. And practical explain how an idea, that means how to perform that particular idea, that is the practical. Sometimes students understand the theory but cannot use the practical. They cannot perform the practical. Sometimes students know how to do the particular thing, that means they are able to do the practical, but they don't know theory behind it. So there must be balance between theory and practical to acquire professional competency. That means we must able to understand both theory and practical. Then professional competencies can be built up. For example, in case of seed treatment, we are going to dry the seed in a shade after giving seed treatment. To dry the seed in a shade, that is the practical. But why we have to dry the seed in a shade? Why? That is the theory. We must have the information about the why. Because when we are going to explain to the farmer why we have to dry the seed in a shade, at that time we must able to give the reason why we have to dry the seed in a shade. If we are unable to give the reason, then farmer will dry that seed in a sun, and the embryos of the seed will be destroyed, and that seed is unable to germinate if embryos is get destroyed. That is the main reason. So we have to dry the seed in a shade. So that theory we must able to tell to the farmer while explaining the practicals, while explaining the practice. Then farmer will try to follow each and every step of that particular practice. So these are the different 12 principles of the learning. These statements are directly going to be asked in a true, false or filling the blanks. Theory, practical should be related in learning. So likewise 12 principles are there. Learning should be continue. Okay. For learning several exposure should be required. In learning communication is necessary. So that statement is directly going to be asked in objectives, filling the blanks or true, false. So accordingly you need to prepare for that 12 statements. Also in exam, broad question will be asked. What is learning principle? Explain the different principles of learning. So at least you must able to explain 6 to 8 principles. Or you might going to be asked, list out all the principles and explain 2 to 3. So accordingly you need to prepare. You must able to list out all the 12 principles of learning. That is the most important part. And then you have to explain, at least prepare for 6 to 8 principles for explanation. Okay, thank you.